After going over the magic items a while back, we'll go over the attack items as well, to make sure you understand each item perfectly, so you can set up your own build. This way you can modify it, based on your hero and playstyle, so you don't have to blindly copy a random build. So let's go. First up, the Demon Hunter Sword, which is an item that's mainly for high attack speed heroes. I assume you can read yourself, so I won't bore you with going over the base stats, but just explain the unique effects of each item and give some practical tips. This sword boasts two unique passives. Firstly, your basic attacks pack an extra punch, dealing additional damage based on 8% of your target's current HP. This means the higher HP your target has, the more damage it deals. Secondly, with each basic attack, you stack up 3% lifesteal. This bonus stacks up to 5 times. These effects synergize beautifully with heroes boasting rapid attack speeds, proving especially potent against adversaries with hefty HP pools. Notably, the Demon Hunter Sword often finds companionship with the next two items we're about to delve into, so pay close attention. Next up in their arsenal is the Corrosion Scythe, a game changer that amps up your attack speed to new heights. Similar to the Demon Hunter Sword, this item boasts two unique effects, but with its own twist. The first effect spices up your basic attacks, inflicting additional damage while gradually slowing your target by 8% per hit, eventually reaching a staggering 40% slowdown. However, it's worth noting that if you're wielding this on a ranged hero, the slowing effect is halved. Moving on to the second effect, brace yourself for a rapid fire increase in attack speed. With each basic attack, your attack speed surges by 6%, stacking up to 5 times. Coupled with a solid base stats of 35% attack speed boost, the Corrosion Scythe bestows a whopping 65% attack speed bonus, making it a must-have for heroes craving swiftness in combat. Pairing this item with the Demon Hunter Sword creates a formidable synergy, ensuring your hero dishes out damage at a lightning pace. Keep your eyes peeled for our final item, which will round off your build with finesse. Next we have the Golden Staff, which is probably the most difficult one to understand. This staff boasts two passive effects, with the first being a straightforward conversion of all your critical chance into attack speed. Now onto the complex territory, the second effect. Every third basic attack unleashes attack effects twice, whether they stem from skills or items like the Demon Hunter Sword. For example, if the Demon Hunter Sword usually deals 8% of your target's current HP, with the Golden Staff, that effect triggers twice more, escalating the onslaught. But there's more. The Golden Staff briefly skyrockets your attack speed by 100%, shattering conventional limits by elevating the cap to an astonishing 500%. It's no wonder I emphasized earlier how seamlessly this item integrates with its counterparts, forming the cornerstone of attack speed focused builds. Heroes like Carrie, Mia, Hanzo and Hanabi flourish with the Golden Staff in their arsenal, maximizing its potential to devastating effects. With these three items in harmony, your hero becomes an unstoppable force, relentlessly raining down blows upon your foes. Now let's talk about the Wind of Nature, a pivotal defensive addition to your arsenal. Purchasing this item arms you with a powerful active ability, ready to be unleashed every 70 seconds. When activated, it bestows complete immunity to all physical damage for 2 seconds, exclusively for marksman heroes. For other roles, the immunity lasts a shorter duration of 1 second. This defensive gem provides invaluable against relentless burst damage formidable foes like Hayabusa, Aldous, Saber and Halberd. However, due to its shorter duration for non-marksman heroes, it's advisable to reserve this item purely for marksman heroes. Keep this item in mind when strategizing your build, particularly against adversaries known for their swift and deadly assaults. Then we have the War Axe, which also is a specific for certain roles and it's a very offensive item. This item boasts a singular passive ability that scales with each attack. With every strike, you accumulate stacks, each adding 12 points of physical attack and a 2% boost in spell vamp, lasting for a duration of 4 seconds. Once you've amassed 6 stacks, your attacks gain an additional 10% true damage, a formidable force in the battle. This passive effect is reduced by 50% when picking a hero other than an assassin, fighter or a tank. The War Axe is a wonderful item if your hero needs to deal a lot of damage and is able to keep attacking, so he stays at high stacks. Certain jungle-centric heroes find immense value in this item, as it complements their ability to sustain high attacks while traversing through their jungle routes. Heroes such as Saber, Exborg, Alpha and Alucard stand out as prime candidates for harnessing the full potential of the War Axe's destructive capabilities. Moving on, we come to the Malefic Roar, a crucial addition to your arsenal when facing off against foes armored in heavy physical defense. This item has two unique passives, each designed to pierce through even the most fortified defense. Firstly, it provides a flat 20% boost in physical penetration, allowing your attacks to slice through enemy armor with ease. Yet the true strength of the Malefic Roar lies in its second passive. For every point of physical defense your target possesses, you gain an additional 0.125% physical penetration, up to a cap of 40%. This means the more armored your opponent, the more effective this item becomes. The Malefic Roar is a must-have for heroes built for offense, particularly when faced with enemies sporting a ton of physical defense items. It's important to keep an eye on your adversary's itemization, as the presence of items like blade armor, antique cuirass or dominance ice signals the opportune moment to wield the power of the Malefic Roar. Now let's talk about Haste Claws, an addition for heroes seeking to bolster their lifesteal capabilities and sustain on the battlefield. This remarkable item boasts two unique effects, each contributing to your hero's survivability and combat prowess. Firstly, it grants a substantial 25% boost in lifesteal, allowing your hero to restore 25% of the damage dealt of each basic attack. This feature proves invaluable for heroes reliant on their basic attacks for damage output, enabling them to stay high HP. Additionally, Haste Claws provide a 20% surge in attack speed for 2 seconds whenever your hero lands a critical hit. This synergizes seamlessly with heroes employing critical hit-centric builds, further enhancing their offensive capabilities. Heroes such as Layla, Bruno, Mia and Iratul thrive with the inclusion of Haste Claws in their builds. While it adds the highest lifesteal of all items, there's one item that can heal your hero even better, which we go over a bit later on. Now let's explore one of the cornerstones of a critical hit-centric build, the Berserker's Fury, a weapon that amplifies both your critical chance and critical damage, unleashing devastating blows upon your enemies. This formidable item boasts two effects. Firstly, it enhances your critical damage by a staggering 40%, elevating your critical hits from dealing 200% damage to an astounding 240%. But that's not all. Upon landing a critical hit, you gain an additional 5% boost in physical attack for a duration of 2 seconds, further augmenting your destructive potential. For heroes who thrive on the thrill of landing critical hits, the Berserker's Fury is an indispensable asset. A robust critical damage build hinges on maximizing your damage per second, DPS, necessitating a balance of high physical attack and some attack speed. Heroes such as Bruno, Layla, Moskov love this item in their build, since it really increases their DPS. Now let's explore the Endless Battle, a versatile item that enriches your hero's arsenal with a variety of stats and two passives. Firstly, upon casting a skill, the Endless Battle grants your next basic attack an infusion of true damage, calculated at 60% of your physical attack. This empowering effect can be triggered every 1.5 seconds, ensuring a consistent boost to your damage output. Additionally, with each activation of this first passive, you also enjoy a 10% increase in movement speed, enhancing your mobility on the battlefield. To truly maximize the potential of the Endless Battle, it's important to select heroes with low cooldowns on their skills, facilitating frequent activation of the true damage bonus. Furthermore, heroes boasting a high physical damage excel when wielding this item, as it amplifies the damage of each additional strike. Heroes such as Leslie, Alucard, Clint and Alpha shine brightest when onboarded with the Endless Battle. Mastery of this item involves timing your skills cost to ensure maximum utilization of its effects. With practice, you'll seamlessly integrate the Endless Battle in your gameplay, elevating your hero to new heights of power and efficiency. Now let's explore the Windtalker. A versatile addition to any build, whether you're focused on critical hits or attack speed. The Windtalker boasts two unique effects. Firstly, it infuses your basic attack with an additional magic damage every 5 to 2 seconds, with the interval decreasing by 0.2 seconds with each attack. This magical onslaught strikes up to 3 enemies and can even land critical hits. Against minions, the damage amplifies to a whopping 200%, making it a breeze to clear wave. In addition, the Windtalker grants a 5% boost to movement speed upon activating its damage effect. This item finds its niche amongst marksman heroes, who excels in both critical chance and attack speed, as the attributes synergize seamlessly with the item's mechanics. Moreover, it proves invaluable for heroes lacking in minion clearing abilities, aiding them in swiftly dispatching wave. Consider integrating the Windtalker into the arsenal of heroes such as Bruno, Ixia, Roger and Mia, who stand to reap substantial benefits from its versatile effects. Now let's talk about the Great Dragon Spear, an item tailored for a select few heroes with specific criteria in mind. This spear possesses a solitary unique effect, granting your hero a swift 15% boost in movement speed for a duration of 7 seconds after unleashing your ultimate. However, it's crucial to note that this effect operates on a 50-second cooldown. This item is not suitable for heroes with ultimates boasting extended cooldown periods. The ideal candidates for wielding the Great Dragon Spear are heroes whose skills cooldowns hover just over the 50-second mark, ensuring they activate this effect with each ultimate. This additional movement speed proves invaluable for heroes who thrive on mobility, such as Alucard, Clint, Zilong, Saber and Martis. Equip the spear wisely on heroes who can capitalize on the added mobility to outmaneuver their foes and seize victory on the battlefield. Now let's turn our attention to an item known as the Blade of the Heptaseas, made for high burst damage. This blade adds a duo of effects geared towards bolstering your hero's offensive capabilities. Firstly, it provides a substantial 50 points of physical penetration, allowing your attacks to pierce through the defense of your foes. The second effect kicks in to deal additional physical damage, equivalent to 40% of your physical attack, plus an extra 160 damage. This surge of power is unleashed after 5 seconds of inactivity in terms of both dealing and receiving damage. Furthermore, it inflicts a 40% slow upon the target for 1.5 seconds, setting the stage for devastating combos. The Blade of the Heptaseas finds its greatest utility in the hands of heroes endowed with a deadly combo. With this item in tow, your hero's combo gains a substantial boost, potentially adding hundreds of additional damage to your onslaught. Heroes such as Saber, Alucard, Hanzo, Natalia and Halberd revel in the benefits offered by the Blade of the Heptaseas. Next in our inventory is the formidable Blade of Despair, renowned for its unparalleled boost to physical attack. This item boasts a straightforward yet potent unique passive. Whenever you deal damage to a non-minion enemy whose health falls below 50%, your total physical attack receives a staggering 25% increase. This straightforward mechanic makes the Blade of Despair a clear choice for heroes hungry for immense amounts of physical power. Now let's explore the Hunter Strike, a versatile tool with dual effects tailored for fighters and assassins alike. This item adds two effects. Firstly, it grants a solid 50 points of physical penetration, allowing your attacks to slice through enemy defense with ease. But the true brilliance of the Hunter Strike lies in its second effect. Whenever you land 5 consecutive strikes on non-minion units, you trigger a surge of agility. granting a swift 50% boost in movement speed for a duration of 3 seconds. This invaluable burst of speed can be a game changer, allowing you to swiftly chase down your prey or make a hasty escape when needed. Keep in mind, however, that this effect has an 8-second cooldown. The Hunter Strike is a staple for heroes who relies on swift and deadly combos, particularly fighters and assassins. Heroes like Alucard, Saber, Paquito, Jawhead and Lancelot benefit greatly from its utility, utilizing its mobility enhancing properties to maintain pressure on their foes and secure kills. Now let's explore the Bloodlust Axe, the other great item of those seeking to restore their hero's vitality. This item boasts a single yet impactful unique effect, a generous 20% increase in spell vamp. Well, similar to lifesteal, spell vamp operates uniquely, allowing your hero to generate health with each skill used, rather than basic attacks. This item shines brightest on heroes who excel in dealing substantial damage with their skills, particularly those who can target multiple adversaries simultaneously. Heroes such as Grandeur, Exborg, Alpha, Ruby and Belmont stand out as prime candidates to harnessing the full potential of the Bloodlust Axe's restorative capabilities. Now let's turn our focus to the Rose Gold Meteor, an item designed to provide both protection and a subtle offensive boost to your hero. This item features a singular yet impactful effect. When your hero's health dips below 30%, it grants a shield of up to 1820 points and a swift 50% boost in movement speed. This defensive mechanism proves invaluable in safeguarding your hero against the onslaught of high burst magic damage commonly wielded against heroes such as Eudora, Aurora, Odette and Veil. True, not as frequent utilized as other items, the Rose Gold Meteor serves a potential defensive tool, ensuring your hero can withstand the ferocious assaults of their magical adversaries, while still adding some offensive stats. And lastly, we have the Sea Halberd, a potent tool designed to counter healing heroes on the battlefield. This item boasts two unique passive effects, each tailored to disrupt enemy healing and bolster your offensive capabilities. Firstly, your basic attacks and skills inflict a 50% reduction in healing and shield effect for a duration of 3 seconds. This mirrors the effect of its magical and defensive counterparts, the Necklace of Durance and Dominus Ice. Additionally, the second effect of the Sea Halberd enhances your damage output by 8% if your HP from items and emblems is lower than that of your target. This means that this effect is most effective when your build is fully focused on offensive items, as having HP items may prevent its activation. While the Sea Halberd may not always be a necessity, it serves a crucial contingency plan when facing teams with significant healing capabilities. Consider equipping this item when your tank or mage allies skips anti-heal items, ensuring you can counter the enemy's healing prowess effectively. With the Sea Halberd in your arsenal, you'll be well equipped to turn the tide of battle and emerge victorious against even the most resilient of foes. So hopefully you now have a better understanding of the physical damage items and how you should use them. If you have any questions or comments, please use the comment section and I'll try to respond. Stay tuned for the video about the defense items as well. And check out the one about the magic items to get a full understanding of all items.